What the heck is going on, guys? Welcome to your 8th computer networking tutorial. And in this video, what I want to do is I want to talk to you guys about a client and a host, because these are some of the two most commonly used terms in computer networking. So it's probably a good idea if we understand what the heck they mean. So in the last video, we talked about basically how your computer looks at a website on the internet. So basically what happens is your PC, we'll just say it's a Mac for this example. What it's going to do is it's going to type in the browser, I don't know, the New Boston, and the New Boston server. Wow, that's a ugly looking server. A server basically, like I said, is a special computer that anyone can access. We'll say this is a web server, so anyone can access it. What it's going to do is it's going to be like, hey, web server, do you have any of those web files that I want to look at? And the web server is going to be like, why, indeed I do, governor. And then it's going to go ahead and send those files over, and then your browser, hopefully Chrome, is going to interpret that file and turn it into a nice, pretty looking web page. Well, in this relationship, we would call the PC the client. The PC or the Mac or the laptop, whatever, your home computer is the client, and the web server is the host. So why do we call this a client, and why do we call this the host? Well, you can remember this because whenever a computer, your PC, gets a file, it's called the client. And you remember this because whenever a client goes into a business, the client is the one who's getting the service. The client gets the stuff, and in computer networking, they get either a file or data of some sort. Now the host, which is the web server, that's the computer that gives the data or gives the file. So it gives it away. And you remember this because maybe you're hosting a party at your house, you're giving away food to your guests, you're giving away crap. So basically that's what a client is, the computer that gets something, and the host is the computer that gives it away. So again, whenever we're talking about this in computer networking, we aren't talking about, getting food or, getting business services. We're talking about getting data. So one last time, just to recap, whenever you want to view a website on your computer, you type it in and you request it from the web server or the host. And the host is basically going to give the data to the client. So the client gets data or a website file from the host. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, boom roasted.